Hello, everyone. My name is Mary Esther, and I'm a local counselor at the local high schools and colleges in this city, in many cities. I'm a travel counselor as well. I applied to be a regular school counselor, and someone called me back and said they had an opportunity for me, and that was to be a gang stalking counselor. Now, I never heard of a gang stalking counselor before, but I jumped on it because they said that the pay was very well. They told me that my job would be to monitor a lot of targeted individual kids that attend the local high schools and colleges to kind of get information from them about their home life, to see what they're doing. Now, the bad part about it is most of the time I can see what they're doing because of all the technology that we use to monitor these targeted individual families. A lot of the kids are concerned about what's going on in their home life, but aren't too concerned about being targeted. That's a good thing because when they tell me about stuff that's going on, I can kind of relate. I feed a lot of information back to my handlers, and they let me know what to do. Now, my handler, he's a tall, handsome gentleman. He normally gives me questions and tells me things to ask the kids to find out their whereabouts, to find out what they're doing after school, to find out if they'll be home, to find out if their parents are working full-time or part-time, to find out if any of them has been sick, to find out if any of them has, had to go to the doctor, to find out if anything is wrong with them in order for us gang stalkers, to approach the situation accordingly. A lot of kids sometimes say nothing's wrong and they're hiding a lot of things, but as I told you, I can see everything that goes on in their household. Many children are afraid because they're being bullied, or other kids steal their homework, or their papers never get turned in, or the teachers mistreat them, or the teachers are mean to them or yell at them. This is constant treatment that gang stalking teachers do to the children as well. And it's a sad thing, but this is what we have to do. We get paid to do it. Even though I'm getting paid for this, there are some incidents where I feel really sad because some of the kids come in and tell me these horror stories about them waking up and maybe one of them was bleeding, or they woke up and had cut marks on them, and their mother thinks that now there's a cutter or they're using drugs, and they're really not. They just don't know what's happening to them when they're sleeping. It's a shame, and I say, well, why do you think this is happening to you? And I try to show sympathy and sympathize with them, and I try my best to make them think that I care, but I think some of them know that I am a gang stalker because I don't really talk a normal way. Sometimes I get really robotic because I'm trying to listen to what the handlers is telling me to say to them, and it really confuses me at times. But these children do get tortured a lot. They are scared, and I wonder what would they do if I just stopped working. I'm trained to do this. I went through training, but I try to be a good person, but I don't know how.